Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning back into my channel. Like always, it is great to have you guys with me. Today I want to bring you part one of a three-part video on how to make a Kydex holster for any gun, what you need to attempt this, and also give you a couple reviews on what I've come to find out that you probably shouldn't have, give or take. But the gun I'm going to do a holster on is one that I've talked about quite a bit, and it's the Smith & Wesson Governor. So the Smith & Wesson Governor, you can buy holsters online for maybe 30 to 80 bucks with the Kydex. You can't really find any in the waistband holsters for that gun. So guess what I'm gonna do?
What?
I'm gonna make an inside the waistband holster for the Smith & Wesson Governor. I know, a little overboard, but why not? It's not out there, so here it is. And I'm gonna show you how to make it. And the revolvers are kind of hard because you have to get the cylinder just right, the release on the cylinder as far as with the Kydex. So you're gonna have to flare it out. But I'm gonna walk you through the steps. I'm gonna show you the Kydex now, so let's get started. This is an 8x12 sheet of Kydex. It is 0.080, and then also another popular one is 0.060 gauge. And the 60 gauge is a little smaller than this guy here. But this is the Kydex that I've been using. One rule of thumb that I would give you guys is that the Kydex is the same color on both sides, then it's probably worth experimenting with if y'all need to. Let me get to the Kydex that you probably shouldn't, and you probably should stay away from. Now, like always, all of my guys are empty, as you can see here. These are all empties. So the first one I want to show you is not the worst one. It's not bad. It's for my Jericho 9 IWB, but it is this guy right here. And if you notice, this is what they call a taco fold, where it just folds over. I just call it a fold. If you notice right here and right above the skull, there's a scratch. Not too bad, and it actually is held up pretty good. It doesn't scratch very easy, so we got lucky with this one. So the second one is the worst one I'm gonna show you. This is for my first gun I ever bought, my XD45 first generation. And of course, the guns are empty. And this one I thought was kind of cool for print because, but as you can tell, all the scratches that are around it, this is just the inside. See how it's white? It's just a print that they put on it, but it's all scratched up. This is the type of Kydex that I'd stay away from. And this is just the regular black. I actually sanded it down and it's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. I was attempting to do new things, so I sanded it down. You don't really need to sand it down. But also the rivets that you get on, this is all on Amazon, by the way. The rivets you get are black in color. See, they're black, but if you sand them, like I did, like an idiot, they turn copper or brass color. So let's stay away from doing that. So now I'm gonna get to holsters in general to give you an idea. If you don't know anything about holsters, you're new to everything. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, hi, I'm an awkward guy that is trying to give you videos for no reason. So thank you for stopping by and checking it all out. On a serious note though, I will be having a couple giveaways coming up. So if you're not a subscriber, you might want to subscribe, because I might be giving a holster away. Also, something I promised about a year ago that I just been caught up doing other stuff. I finally got it, and it's in another previous video. And if you just look at my videos, you'll see giveaway. Check that out. I've already given stuff away, and I think I had maybe 5 subscribers. So in all, what I have here, sorry to go on a rant right now, but And all that I've given away, it probably equal up to around $300 worth of stuff, and I don't even have 100 subscribers yet. So just FYI, follow me by hitting the subscribe button, get notifications by hitting the bell if you want to. You don't have to. I'm not kind of forcing you to. Let me talk to you guys about holsters. Getting back to the video. I'm gonna make this video longer than it needs to be. So the first one I ever had was for my Glock 43 because that was my first carry gun. By the way, I didn't like my XT45 until I got my Glock because I didn't like the Glock that much. I went back to the XT45 and I liked it more. And now that I've spent $400 in upgrades on the Glock, I kind of like it. Not a huge Glock fan, but it's a good platform to start with. Let's just say that. The first case I got, once again, round loaded. There's nothing in here. Leather case. It's pretty nice, got a nice fitment. I wore it once and I wore it out badly. And what I mean by that, this is the first and last time I did an appendix carry because I just didn't know where to put it at and I was new to it all. So I put this appendix. First things first, I just looked at it, I forgot to even mention this. When you buy a holster, I know you can't just pop it out in the store and try to see if the fitment's right. But notice that the trigger guard is exposed. Don't ever buy one that has a trigger exposed. See mine? No triggers exposed. My junk one, you can see the trigger in there, kind of. There you go. No trigger exposed. This one, trigger exposed. However, I want to show you guys how easy it is with one hand to get to that trigger. Just move it down just a little bit. Look, there it is. They're leather. So leather, before I even say this, get your minds out of the gutter. But whenever you get a leather case, the leather is leather. You keep, just do the motion like this instead. And you go in and out, in and out. Now that's over. Let's get back to the video. You wear it out. So naturally it's gonna stop fitting as good. This case was $30. So after that case and after walking 10 miles with it the first time, I was like, man, I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna go buy a holster ASAP. So I spent $80 on my next one. By the way, I thought I had a hemorrhoid. No, it's just a big knot I had for about a week. So I will never appendix carry for one of those, that being one reason. The other ones being I want to have kids at some point. Oh, yes, I am 36 and I still might want to have kids. The next case I got for my Glock 43 is a hybrid case. As I said, I spent $80 on it. And it is a very, very, very comfortable fit. And see, this is the setup, and it moves because it's got these little wings that fly away. So the thing that flies away is your money, because if you notice, I heat it up, and the way you can tell is if I can shine it in the light, it looks melted a little bit. That's Kydex on the outside, and if you don't know anything about hybrid holsters, it's Kydex on the outside, and it's leather on the inside. So once again, the leather starts to deteriorate because over time, if you're going in and out, it kind of wears down, and then you're left doing what I did if you choose to. Otherwise, you might just throw it away. Heating it up and trying to push it down, or pushing in the little diodes here, or screws, or Allen heads, whatever you want to call it, closer to the gun. So instead of doing that, you can do what I did and just make your own case if you choose to. And what I decided to do is mesh both of them together and have a complete Kydex holster surrounding the leather, so I get the wing thingy again. And what I did was I punched the Kydex with the drill, or I tapped it all with the leather tools. I tapped it, and the marks that I had on the Kydex, I sewed through it. Or I drilled through it and then sewed through it. It was a tedious process, and I'll tell you, my sewing is not that good because I'm new to the whole leather thing. If you're good with leather, hey, more power to you, and this is probably right up your alley. It's got Kydex all the way through. It's been stitched with the leather holding it in place. Also, there's rivets, as you can tell. The rivets are there on both sides. And on the back, the rivets are hidden. They're underneath, actually. But you can see the holes right through. The leather making tool set that I also have linked. Also, I have the leather that I used linked also. The only thing I didn't like about this case was that the leather is not smooth. It's pretty rough. So other than that, I did do a kind of a bend in the case, if you can tell. I had it all together, I heated it up just a little bit, and I bent it. So that being said, I'm gonna get to what I did and I messed up. That was my last case I made, but to get to that point, I had to mess up a couple times. I didn't just throw it together and like, hey, I'm Superman. So this is what I did, and I'm gonna walk you through how I've messed up. Just because I'm not, by all means, I'm not even close perfect. No one is, but I'm far from it.
You done messed up, Aaron!
For the Smith & Wesson governor, once again, is that. There's the design of the gun and the Kydex. So I folded it and I was like, I messed up, so let me go back and try to fold it again. That is a huge no-no. After you cut it and you're trying to get these two ends and this end and these ends and all this around to match up and line up again, it's virtually impossible. I did it a couple of times in the process. If you can tell, yes you can, it's heated up and it has melted all the way around here. You can't quite, well, right here you can see it, and down here at the bottom you can see it. So I kind of messed it up. I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go and scrap this piece. Of course, it's folded, got the contours of the gun in it. What I saw in a lot of videos is that you cannot lay Kydex flat again. Yeah, you can. You can lay it flat. All you gotta do is just do a couple heat cycles. It'll flatten back out to how it was. Just, you can't do anything if you cut it, which I've cut it. Damn it! We get no redos there. The Infused Kydex that I told you to stay away from. Now notice, every one of them is white. The inside of this one's white. When I dyed the leather, I dyed it also. You can kind of see it right here better. There you go. Okay. So that's white. This one is clearly white, you can tell. Big time. And this one right here is white also. Of course, you can tell. So one of the problems, and I'll show you on this here Jericho, is if you look closely, you can see the flakes of white. I don't have to get it that close. Look at that. Watch. They're gone. The last case that I want to show you guys is the one that I made for the governor, which I'm remaking. And you'll see the scroll saw. I got a scroll saw. A lot of people get band saws, and I just didn't have the counter space, and I wanted a thinner blade, not such a thick blade. So I went ahead and got this blade. I made, like you've seen, a couple holsters. They didn't come out very bad. This one came out terrible. So the fitment is great on it. There's no play. It doesn't come out from the trigger guard and go down right about here and come down. Just have a nice little bend to it. But it didn't work that way because my blade got wonky on me. It cut too deep, so I had to cut that remainder piece off. So this case came out okay. It could have been better. And hey, if you guys want me to go ahead and finish this here holster, I will finish it off and I will gladly give it to one of you guys. All you gotta do is comment below and I'll pick one at random. So I'll just give this one away. Instead of chunking this, I'll give it to one of you guys. I'll finish it up and I'll give it to one of you guys if you want it. If you want it, just put in there something funny and trash holster at the end, and I'll send you the holster. I'll pay for the shipping or whatever. Gotta be in the United States though. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Thank you for joining me to the end. I will be making, the next video is gonna be laid out of what you need. Thank you guys for joining me. Hope to see you again tomorrow.